Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I'm sharing my spring empty goals. So I want to talk about products that I want to empty out all the way and products that I also want to get use out of. So not necessarily empty, but products that I want to use during spring that I never really seem to make the choice to use. So I'm setting myself some goals here. So if you'd like to see what those goals are, then keep on watching. Okay, so I have this in two different categories, okay? There are products that I want to empty out all the way, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why. And every single one of these products that I want to empty out, they are products that I love. So it's not because I'm trying to get them out of my collection, it's to have that satisfaction that I used up a product that I love. Because there is this satisfaction that you get when you use up a product that you love, whether it's skincare or makeup. To me, like it's kind of like, it just kind of like, you know, you feel satisfied that you're like, yep, I spent my money, I got my money's worth, I've emptied the product. So I have products in that category, and then I have products that I would just want to get more use out of. So I just did a collection and declutter series. I actually have one more video to go up, but as I was going through my collection, there's palettes and products that I love, but I never make the time to use them. And I want to sit down, make the time to use them by putting them on this list, and I want to share that with y'all. So I'm going to start off with the products that I want to completely empty out. And the first category is skincare. So I have two products in front of me. One of them is a moisturizer. This moisturizer is from OleHenriksen. This is the Cold Plunge Pore Remedy Moisturizer. I actually keep this in the fridge so it's even colder on the skin. I really do like this moisturizer, but now I'm starting to have too many moisturizers in my collection. And I like this one because it is helpful for acne, but also this is a thinner consistency of a moisturizer. This originally was purchased for the evening, but now I have more moisturizers in my collection that are better for the evening because they're thicker, heavier. This one plays well with makeup, so I'm gonna put it in my morning routine, and I really just wanna finish this product out. And just because I finish it doesn't mean I won't repurchase it, but I do have, I'll show you how much I have left. I've been doing pretty well. So this is how much of the moisturizer I have left. So if you can kind of tell, it is less than half the product. I would say it's 1/3 of the product. Now, this looks thicker because it's been kept in the fridge. I keep this in the fridge because I love that cool feeling of putting that moisturizer on that's cold from the fridge. And even though this product has a cold sensation when you put it on there, it is a little bit more intense once it's in the fridge. I do keep a lot of my skincare in the fridge. The second product is from Glow Recipe. This is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum. So this is a hydrating serum. I really do love this product. The problem is I have two in my backup drawer. So I want to finish this one out in particular. This one has, I would say, 1/4 of the product. I'm trying to get it to show on camera. It's kind of hard because it is in a tinted glass component, but I have about 1/4 of this product left. And because it's opened, I want to use it in that 12-month period. I know for a fact that I got this one in June. So I'm coming up on that time frame where I'm like, ooh, I need to use this. I'm gonna have to throw it out. When I need extra hydration, whether it's in the AM or the PM, this is the serum that I like to use. Also, if you do get razor burn, this product is really nice. So like if you get razor burn on your legs, you put a little bit of this serum on there, let it sit, and then put your moisturizer on it. Next day, it's gone. It's like magic. So I do love this product, but I just want to finish this particular one. Makeup. Okay. I have 3 primers in this category. I mean, and makeup, but I'm gonna start off with the primers. I know 3 primers seems excessive and a lot to finish out in spring, but when you see how much I have left of these products that I'm just hoarding for no reason, you'll understand why. The first one is from Glowish by Huda Beauty. I've mentioned this before. This product, I'm 100% convinced at this point that the Easy Blur Primer is the same thing as this, but this is just like the older version, and then they like rebranded it because I think this Glowish line by Huda Beauty is out the door soon. At least that's the vibe that I get from the website and their lack of new products. So this one is the Blur Jam. This is the silicone-free smoothing primer. Now, I love this primer. It is a primer I love, which is why I'm okay with finishing this primer and moving on to the Easy Blur, because the Easy Blur component is much easier than this one. I have very little of this product left. I am at the bottom, I am almost done, and I'm excited to get there. So the reason why I want to empty this one out to get to the Easy Blur is because you have to kind of scoop this product out. It's like a putty, but it's not like a putty. It's a very interesting consistency, but you just press this product into your pores and then you have this smoothing, blurring effect. It's fantastic, I love it. Plays well with gripping primers and plays well with both silicone-based products and water-based products, which is why it's a fantastic primer. But I've had this one for a little over a year. It is time for me to finish this one out to move on to the Easy Blur. This is also just not my favorite component when it comes to primers. So speaking of a similar component, this one is from Tatcha. This is the Silk Canvas. This is like the poreless putty primer that started it all. And when you see how much is left of this product, and I'm just hoarding and waiting, you're gonna laugh. So I only have product on the outside of the rim. So like right here, that's plastic. All that product is the pale pink that you see there. Just like the Huda Beauty, you kind of have to like scoop it and press it into your pores. This does work. I do like the Silk Canvas. I also have the liquid version. The liquid version is a little bit easier to work with than the putty version, but I just really want to empty this product out. It is a good product though. And finally for primers, I have the E.L.F. Power Grip with niacinamide. That is how much product I have left. Okay, I am almost there. So when I was saying these 3 primers, you can see why I'm like, get them out of my collection. I do enjoy these though. This is one of my favorite primers. I prefer the one with niacinamide over their regular Power Grip primer. I have acne prone skin, which is why I like the niacinamide, because when you put your skincare on, and then if you're putting on your makeup prep that has that extra skincare in it, it does help. Now, just because I finished this product doesn't mean I won't repurchase it. This is something that I definitely will repurchase in the future, but I just want to finish all of this out. Now I have a foundation. This is a foundation that I really do enjoy, but lately I have not been reaching for it because I have been adding new foundations into my collection. So I kind of want to finish some of my older foundations, and then that way I can play with my new ones as well. So this one is Makeup by Mario's Surreal Skin. Now it doesn't look like it looks like it has a lot of product in it, but in reality it is to here. So you can kind of see the emptiness in that little space right there. So I'm almost done with this foundation. This is a luminous foundation. This is also a foundation I like to mix with other foundations. I do love this, but if I empty this is not a product that I'm gonna go out and buy right away. I will keep it on my list of foundations that I love and I'll return to it at a later date. But because I have so many other foundations, I wanna start using what I have first. This next product, I have hit pan on it, so I see this as a goal that I can finish this in spring. And this is from Iconic London. Ooh, she is dirty. That is the problem with these mirrored products. They like show every fingerprint. I cannot stand it. So this is from Iconic London. This is the multi-use sculpting palette. So it's a cream contour palette. I have hit pan on both of these shades and I want to finish both of these shades. I do love this product. This is my current go-to contour, but Iconic London does have a newer one of these out. So I kind of want to finish this one so I can try the newer one that has both contour and blush in it. At least that's what I think is in there, because they don't look like bronzers. They look like contours. So I want to finish this product out so I can kind of upgrade it. This next product is a setting powder. I have quite a bit of setting powders. So if you watch my declutter and collection series, you will see how many setting powders I have. And because I have so many setting powders, I think it's time for me to pick one and use it till it's empty. And I picked this one because this is also in the old packaging. Not only has this product been like repackaged, the brand is currently not rebranding, but kind of like changing all of their components up. Huda just like purchased all of Huda Beauty herself and has no investors. So I want to use this product up because it's that old. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Pound Cake. I don't know, like I've seen the new components in Sephora. I don't know if the inside is the same. And when I mean the inside, I'm not talking about the formula. I'm talking about the net. Okay, this one had a net sifter, which I did not like, so I cut her out. Because I just did not like it. I prefer just a plastic sifter. I'm hoping the new component has a plastic sifter, because when I do use all of this product, I plan on repurchasing it, probably in the brightening pink shade, but I do like the formula of the Easy Bake powders. So the reason why I have not been using this is because before the trend and all these brands were making those brightening pink shades, I would just use this under my eyes. And now that I have brightening pink, I have not been using it. Just because it's meant for baking doesn't mean it won't work all over the face. So this is another product I'd like to empty. The last makeup product that I want to completely empty. It's another product from Iconic London, and this is the Prep Set Glow Setting Mist. I barely have any left, and it's been sitting like this for a year. So I think it's time for me to go ahead and use this all up, because I do have another one right here that I'm using, but I'm not using this one up. I don't know why. So I need to use this one all up. I do love this luminous setting spray. It is a go-to, like when it comes to luminous setting sprays, this is my favorite. And I just need to use it all up because it's not like it's discontinued. If I use this up, it's still on Iconic London's website. Like I'm not losing a product forever. And I think that was like my fear, but I need to use this one up. So this is also on that list. Now I want to get into the makeup that I want to use, and not necessarily use up, but palettes and blushes, just products that I want to get more use out of during the spring. And I'm going to start with eyeshadow palettes. And the first palette is from Trixie Cosmetics, and this is the Plant Gay palette. This is a beautiful palette, and I have used it now. Before I mentioned that I've never used it, but I have used it. This is a beautiful color story and a beautiful formula. Like, I don't know why I don't get use out of this, but it's time for me to get more use out of it. And it is a beautiful spring color story. Now, I have 3 Danessa Myricks palettes, or 3 of the Lightwork palettes, I should say. This is the one that I use the least, and I don't know why I don't reach for this one. This is the Lightwork Volume 6. This is the Freedom palette, and the packaging on this is cool. Like, the cover completely comes off. Each of these 6 pans can come out, but then you can also rearrange these shades. So you can kind of like make your own 6 pan. And then on here, this comes out, so you can stack your 6 pans and make them smaller, like this. Like, it is very, like, I love how this style of palette was done, but yet I don't reach for it. It is annoying that I don't reach for it. This is like not a palette really where you'd make one look, but this is where you would dip in to get your shimmers and your sparkles. But in this palette, there are multiple different formulas that are beautiful, from just shimmers to multi-chromes and duochromes. It is beautiful. I just don't reach for it. So I want to reach for this more, because I find myself reaching for my other Lightwork palettes, but for some strange reason, this is not one I reach for. And finally, this is an eyeshadow palette that I never seem to reach for, even when the season comes. And this is from Natasha Denona. This is the Pastels palette. Now, this is a palette that is discontinued, but it does have your perfect pastel spring shades in it. And every time I pull this palette out, I have a hard time coming up with a cohesive look that I like. I'll create a look with this palette and then I don't like it and wipe it off my face. So I'm hoping with this palette and all the other palettes I own that I can come up with looks where I use this at least as a companion palette to make a beautiful spring look. So that is why this one's on my list. Now I want to talk about some color complexion products. Now I have this blush stick from AF94, which is About Face or Halsey's more affordable line. I know you can pick it up at Walmart. I mean, you can still buy this brand, right? Who knows? Either way, I have this blush stick. This is the multi-use cheek and lip color in the shade Bite Back. This is a beautiful orange blush stick, and I never reach for it. And I would really like to play with my blush sticks more often, but this is a shade that I just never really reach for, but it's a beautiful shade. So I'm hoping I can take the time and use this. Like, look at that color. It's got a nice glow to it as well. But I remember I picked this up when I went to San Antonio to visit my mom, and I just haven't really used it. So I want to use it. Now, this next blush is actually something that I've purchased in the last 6 months. And when I got it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can use that color because it's just not a color I reach for. But I bought the entire collection, so that's why I have the blush. And this is from Milk Cosmetics with Bailey Sarian. And this is the Powder Blush and Please. So this is from her Fatally Yours Volume 2 collection. This is a bright pink. Okay, this color, I don't know why, intimidates me. I like a red blush. I like a bright burnt orange blush. I like a bright magenta blush. This color scares me, and I want to use it. So that is why it is in this video. This product is labeled as a blush, but this is more of a blush topper, or I can use it as a highlight. This is also from Milk Cosmetics. This is a Digital Dust Blush Duo. I love the Digital Dust Blush Duos. I have all 3 of them. And just because I think what's happened is these products are older, and over time I've gotten new stuff in my collection, so I stopped using the things I love, and I love this product. This is in the shade Buzz Kill. So it is 2 different shades, and it's kind of like an orangey gold, and then this is just a pastel peachy gold. So they're shimmery blushes. Let me swatch them. But they are a gorgeous highlight or blush topper. Like, I wouldn't use it as a blush on its own. But look how beautiful that is. And it's just got a really nice glow to it. I want to use this. Now, I have an absurd amount of highlighters, and I picked out this highlighter because I was on the fence on decluttering this product. So I want to use it because it is a beautiful formula and a beautiful shade. The brand is no longer in existence, but it is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Reflective Light Putty Highlighter in the shade Ice. So that is what it looks like in the pan. But this is a putty highlighter that is just a beautiful, beautiful glow. Like, this would be pretty on the body as well, but look at that glow. I never use it, so I really want to use it. And then this is the final product. So this is a face palette. So I kind of tried to pick things from all the categories of products that I have a lot of. So this is from Patrick Ta. This is the Major Headlines Blush Palette Volume 2. So this was a holiday palette release. I have all 3 of these Major Headline blush palettes that Patrick Ta has come out with over the holidays. This is my least favorite one, and I never reach for it. And I want to try to use it. And if I don't use it, I want to declutter it, to be honest. So in here, it's supposed to be 3 different blush shades. I see 2 different blush shades and a highlighter for me. So there's like this soft pink, a soft coral, and then this is more of a highlight shade. So of course, for each shade, there is a powder and a cream. And this looks like a balmy highlight. So these ones look like they have pigment in it when it comes to the coral and the pink, but this shade, it looks just very glossy with no pigment. There's no pigment, but it has like a sheen to it. Either way, I really want to try to use this palette for the season of spring. And like I said, if I don't get any use out of this, it's time for me to let this palette go because I am hoarding quite a few face palettes. All right, y'all, so that is my spring empty and use products goals. That's the best way I can put it. But comment down below if there are products that you want to set a goal for yourself. I'd like to hear what products you guys want to use in the spring within your own collections. And if you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, do all the things. And until next time, bye, y'all. The Plum Plump Hyaluronic. I'm from Texas, but I was not born here. I do not have an accent.